Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you is going to shake you to your core and expose the biggest manipulation happening right in front of your eyes. You think you know what's real. You think you can trust what you see on your screens. Think again. The entertainment industry is playing you like a fiddle, and it's time someone had the guts to call it out. Every single day, millions of people are being fed lies disguised as entertainment, truth packaged as fiction, and manipulation served up as reality. And the worst part, most of you are eating it up without question, scrolling through your feeds like zombies, consuming whatever garbage they throw at you without stopping to think about who's pulling the strings behind the curtain. I'm here to rip that curtain down and show you exactly how deep this rabbit hole goes. The celebrities you worship, the influencers you follow, the brands you trust. They're all part of a massive machine designed to separate you from your money, your attention, and most importantly, your ability to think for yourself. Take social media, for example. You think those perfectly curated Instagram feeds are real? Those flawless TikTok videos that make you feel inadequate about your own life? It's all smoke and mirrors. Professional photographers, editing teams, marketing strategists. There's an entire army of people working behind every single post to create an illusion that sells products and pushes agendas. But here's where it gets really sinister. These platforms aren't just selling you products. They're selling you a lifestyle, a worldview, a version of reality that keeps you dependent on their validation. Every like, every share, every comment is carefully calculated to trigger your brain's reward system, creating an addiction that keeps you coming back for more. And don't even get me started on the mainstream media. They've turned news into entertainment and entertainment into propaganda. They decide what stories you see, how you see them, and what conclusions you're supposed to draw. They create heroes and villains on command, manufacturing outrage and controversy to keep you glued to your screens while they count their advertising dollars. The fashion industry is just as guilty. They create impossible beauty standards, then sell you the solutions to problems they invented. One day they tell you thin is in, the next day it's curves. One season it's minimalism, the next it's maximalism. They're playing both sides of every trend, making sure you never feel satisfied with what you have so you'll keep buying what they're selling. Sports entertainment has become another tool of manipulation. They create narratives around athletes that have nothing to do with their actual performance. They manufacture rivalries, craft comeback stories, and turn human beings into characters in a soap opera designed to keep you emotionally invested in outcomes that ultimately don't matter to your real life. The music industry is no different. They package rebellion and sell it back to you as conformity. Artists who claim to be authentic are following scripts written by marketing teams. The songs that supposedly represent your generation's voice are focus grouped and tested before they ever hit the airwaves. Even the artists themselves often don't realize they're puppets in someone else's show. Technology companies are the worst offenders of all. They promise to connect you with the world while actually isolating you from real human connection. They claim to make your life easier while creating new forms of surveillance and control. Your data, your habits, your preferences. Everything about you is being harvested, analyzed, and sold to the highest bidder. The pharmaceutical industry creates customers, not cures. They invent diseases for the medications they want to sell, turning normal human experiences into medical conditions that require expensive treatments. They fund research that supports their products while suppressing studies that don't. Your health isn't their priority. Your wallet is. Even the education system is compromised. They're not teaching you how to think critically or question authority. They're programming you to be obedient consumers who don't ask uncomfortable questions. They're creating a generation of people who can regurgitate information but can't analyze it, who can follow instructions but can't think independently. The political establishment works hand in hand with all of these industries to maintain the status quo. They create the illusion of choice while serving the same corporate masters. Left or right, Democrat or Republican, they're all part of the same system that keeps you distracted with meaningless debates while the real decisions are made behind closed doors. But here's the thing they don't want you to know. You have more power than they want you to believe. Every dollar you spend is a vote. Every click is a choice. Every share is an endorsement. You can choose to support authentic creators over manufactured personalities. You can choose to buy from ethical companies over exploitative corporations. You can choose to think for yourself instead of letting others think for you. The system only works if you participate willingly. The manipulation only succeeds if you don't recognize it for what it is. The lies only spread if you don't demand the truth. Once you wake up to what's really happening, once you start seeing through the illusions, you become dangerous to their business model. That's why they work so hard to keep you asleep, distracted, and divided. That's why they flood you with entertainment instead of education, controversy instead of clarity, fear instead of facts. They know that an informed, independent, critical thinking population is their greatest threat. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep scrolling mindlessly through the propaganda they feed you? Are you going to keep buying the products they push on you? Are you going to keep believing the stories they tell you about what's important and what isn't? Or are you going to wake up? Are you going to start asking the hard questions? Are you going to demand better from the people and institutions that claim to serve you? Are you going to take back control of your own mind and your own life? The choice is yours, but choose quickly. Every day you wait is another day they get stronger while you get weaker. Every moment you hesitate is another moment they use to tighten their grip on your reality. If this video opened your eyes even a little bit, if it made you question even one thing you previously accepted without thinking, then smash that like button right now. Show the algorithm that people want truth over comfortable lies. Show them that there's an audience for real talk instead of manufactured drama. Subscribe to this channel if you're ready to see more content that doesn't pull punches, doesn't sugarcoat reality, and doesn't care about hurting feelings if it means revealing important truths. This isn't about entertainment. This is about empowerment. This is about taking back your right to think for yourself.